Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, slammed by a summer storm, cleaning up after wild weather hit homes, cars, and events around Edmonton. The Pathways Project, the new multi-billion-dollar agreement to move and store oil sands greenhouse gas emissions. And no sure bet why critics say Alberta's new online gambling system may not be as safe as advertised.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
Homeowners and businesses are cleaning up after a series of intense weekend storms rolled through Edmonton. The Insurance Bureau of Canada says there have been hundreds of claims for water, hail, and wind this weekend alone. CTV's Evan Kenny joins us now from outside the TELUS World of Science. So, Evan, what happened there this weekend?
Matt, rainwater poured into the TELUS World of Science Friday night. Most of the main floor was flooded and the building was evacuated. Now, it will be closed until further notice. It's one of hundreds of places working to recover.
The pouring rain closing city streets.
This is what happens in Edmonton, Alberta, when you have a big storm in a matter of 10 minutes.
And flooding businesses around Edmonton.
It was like a waterfall came in through our building.
At the Creative Hive Event Center, water came shooting out of toilets, sinks, and drains like geysers.
Honestly, my stomach was like right here because I didn't know what we were walking into.
The Hive's team got to work clearing out water, trying to dry all the concrete walls and floors, saving all the drywall they could.
Whether or not to go through insurance is a big decision because when you pay deductibles and you have claims against it, then it ups your insurance costs for something that, again, if it was an act of God, wasn't our choice.
In the southwest River's Edge neighborhood, there's visible hail damage. The Insurance Bureau of Canada says hundreds of businesses and people around the city are having to choose between paying out of pocket or going through insurance.
Remember, there could be water, wind, or hail. We're hearing about a lot of businesses. We know that even a lot of City of Edmonton facilities and businesses have been impacted as well.
And as more people submit insurance claims,
the premiums of the many are paying for the claims of the few. And when those claims of the few are becoming more and more claims and costlier, that puts pressure on people's premiums.
Now that the shock has worn off, the Hive's owners say they're lucky this is a concrete building and they won't have to close.
In addition to the closure here, the Coronation Rec Center and Grand Trunk Fitness Center both are shut down. Boat launches along the River Valley also remain closed. Meanwhile, eco stations will be open longer to help people get rid of tree debris. Matt?
All right, Evan Kenny live outside of the TELUS World of Science. Thank you. This year, Alberta has already seen the most tornadoes on record in at least a decade. CTV's Miriam Valdez-Carletti has more on what's driving the intense twister activity.
The ferocity of a tornado is something to behold, a thrill Jason Whiting wanted to experience in person over the weekend.
Tornadoes are such a phenomenon. You don't see them very often. Never know what you might find, so I headed out and went up the road to see what I could find.
He found this tornado by Tullabee Lake on Saturday and captured the whirling moment.
Seeing it from that perspective was kind of pretty unique and really lucky to see that.
As we get deeper into the summer, we're also right in the middle of tornado season in Alberta.
The season is June, July, August for the most part in the prairies, with a peak in July. So tornadoes are kind of a regular occurrence.
The Northern Tornado Project says we're seeing more activity than usual. Alberta has seen 24 tornadoes so far this year, blowing away the totals for the last 7 years.
We're only halfway through the season, and in Alberta, we'll probably see more tornadoes.
One of the biggest factors is the heavy rain we've been seeing since June.
The weather patterns seem to be stuck in place, and we keep getting the storms developing again and again over various parts of the prairies. And some of these are really high-end storm environments.
It's been just astonishing to see those weather patterns set up over and over again.
Environment Canada says that's giving the right ingredients for the perfect storm.
You need lots of moisture, heat, You need some lifting mechanism, so some cold front or a trough coming through. You also need some changing winds with height.
Tornadoes can be dangerous, no matter the size.
Even the weakest tornadoes can, if you just happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, can be deadly.
If you find yourself at risk of a tornado, it's advised to find stable, solid cover, like a basement, to stay safe. Miriam Valdez-Carletti, CTV News, Edmonton.
A new agreement between Alberta, the federal government, and 5 oil sands producers is paving the way for the multi-billion-dollar Pathways carbon capture project. The Pathways project was part of the Canada-Alberta Energy Agreement signed last November, which linked emissions reductions to a proposed West Coast oil pipeline. Today's MOU brings in the Oil Sands Alliance, which is made up of 5 of the province's largest oil sands producers. The province says the Pathways project will move 6 million tons of carbon dioxide every year through a transport network from the oil sands to a permanent storage hub in Cold Lake. Ottawa says it will extend investment tax credits for carbon capture equipment until 2035. Alberta says it will finalize its own incentives for the technology. The project has a target completion date of January 1st, 2035. The Calgary Stampede is now over. Nearly 1.5 million people entered the gates, including the Prime Minister, who shared a message about unity. CTV's Jeremy Chiron reports.
Flipping pancakes, shaking hands, and forging connections, a textbook political tour for Prime Minister Mark Carney. But this year's Calgary Stampede stop is even more political, with a fall referendum in Alberta just months away.
Lead, not lead. I mean, that's the Alberta I know. It's led the country, and with everything coming together at this time, where Canada's poised to help lead the world, Alberta leading Canada, that's what we need.
Albertans are set to vote in October on whether they want to stay in the country or hold a binding vote on separation.
Here he has an opportunity to champion a vision of federalism that might resonate particularly for those who think that federalism has been unfair or disrespectful.
Separatist sentiments and pipeline politics mean the stakes here are high. Albertans want action on their priorities. A little over a week ago, Ottawa and Alberta announced a proposed route for a pipeline to BC's coast has been submitted to the Major Projects Office.
I think you have to look at this as a set piece. What's the Prime Minister been up to over the course of a number of months, right? It's presence and pipelines.
Now, the pitch to keep Canada together is coming from across the political aisle, too.
We'll fight for Canada, including in the upcoming referendum, to win back Albertans through hope, not by wagging our fingers or lecturing them.
Now, Poilievre is set to spend a significant part of his summer in Alberta campaigning against separatist sentiment. And the Prime Minister, too, has made several recent stops in the province. That has Alberta poised to remain front and center in federal politics all summer long. Jeremy Chiron, CTV News.
Some of the world's top water skiers are showing off their skills in Edmonton this week at the Canadian Open Water Ski Championships. The 3-day competition brings together the best skiers from across the country, the United States, and Europe. There are 3 divisions, U17, U21, and the Open division. More than $15,000 in cash prizes are up for grabs, making this one of Canada's premier water ski competitions. Organizers say the championship is designed to give young skiers a chance to compete while also learning from the elite athletes.
The cool thing about this sport is it's not just about coming here to compete, it's really more about coming and visiting friends, and then you also get to compete and get out on the water. A very addictive sport. This doesn't have as much outreach as one might hope, so this is really cool to have.
The championship runs through Wednesday at Shalom Ski Park. Admission is free for spectators. Surprised they're not just skiing on the white mud, Josh, after all that rain we had. Certainly saw lots of people trying to escape their cars, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Finally, some nice weather out there, though, although I hear it's not going to last.
No, lots of sunshine today. Sunshine again for most of the day tomorrow, but I think tomorrow night we'll probably see some more storms. And again, Wednesday night. And so with as waterlogged as it is out there, you probably have some more overland flooding and maybe some more flooded underpasses. 271 millimeters in June. That was a record, way above the average. And look at this. We're not even halfway through the month. We're already above average for precipitation. We'll see, as we said, significantly more before the end of this week is done. 23 in Edmonton right now. That's our high so far. I think we'll get to 24 before the day is done. Started the day in single digits at 9 degrees. It was a cool start to the day. Right around average for a daytime high this afternoon. Now, we've only had 7 days warmer than average since the start of June. I think we'll get above average for the next 5 or 6 days in a row, as temperatures should be in the mid to high 20s. A little bit of heat starting to roll in. It was another day with showers and thunderstorms across the north. You can see a couple of isolated storms coming off of the foothills here. This is the region we're going to watch for tomorrow. Tonight, it's probably not going to make it all that much further to the east and southeast. So just north of Rocky Mountain House, you got a little storm cell there. Nothing expected in the Edmonton area tonight. Tomorrow night, though, chance for not only some thunderstorms, but potentially some severe thunderstorms in the Edmonton area. 21 degrees at 9 o'clock tonight. Enjoy the evening. Skies should stay fairly clear right through the evening and overnight period. Lots of sunshine tomorrow and a couple of degrees warmer than today. We'll get to about 27 for a daytime high.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coming up next on CTV News, place your bets. The province launches its new online gambling system.
Our focus has been clear. Protect Albertans, especially young people.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
A man has been arrested after a 23-year-old woman died. Police found her unresponsive Thursday night in a home in the southeast neighborhood of Silverberry. She died yesterday in hospital. A man is now in custody, and police say there are no other suspects. The Edmonton Police Service says an autopsy on the woman's body will take place tomorrow. It's a new era of online gambling in Alberta. 22 gambling platforms have signed up to operate through the new regulated iGaming marketplace that launched at midnight. The province says protecting players is the priority over profit, while critics warn those safeguards can have long odds. CTV's Jerry.
Alberta's regulated iGaming market is now live.
Minister Dale Nally says Albertans already gamble online, but only about 30% were doing it legally through Play Alberta. Now, private companies can get in on the action through the iGaming marketplace regulated by the AGLC.
Our focus has been clear. Protect Albertans, especially young people.
In order to operate in Alberta, platforms must offer users responsible gaming tools and intervene when they notice problematic gambling behavior. DraftKings is one of 22 platforms now operating here.
And they already had our first few bets come in at 12:02 a.m.
Paul Lieberman believes Alberta has struck the right balance between being business-friendly and protecting users, like offering a self-exclusion option for people to ban themselves from betting apps and casinos. They're also not allowed to target children with ads.
What are the shows that we're putting our advertising on, for digital marketing, making sure that we have the appropriate restrictions on age.
The age gating is not sufficient.
This gambling researcher says despite having many of the same protections in place, Ontario has seen a problematic rise in gambling addiction and underage betting in the 4 years since it regulated the industry.
And so we see an increase amongst youth who are not legal to gamble but are actually engaging in online sites.
Online gambling should be fun. It's a form of entertainment, not seen as an opportunity to make money.
That said, companies wouldn't come here if they didn't see dollar signs, and Alberta stands to make $76 million a year from taxing online gambling. 1% of that money will be set aside for problem gambling programs and treatments, and another 2% is earmarked for First Nations.
For all of those individuals that are struggling, treatment will be free of charge and it'll be paid for by the operators.
Government-run Play Alberta will now compete with the private sector for your parlays. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
Dentists at the University of Alberta are turning frowns upside down with free dental care. These dentists are returning to the classroom to learn how to sedate a patient through a week-long program offered at the university. Visiting the dentist can be a stressful ordeal for people with dental anxiety. With sedation, the operation is painless. Dental care can also be expensive for people without benefits, so the K Clinic is helping these patients sleep easy.
It's one where we're providing training for dentists from across Canada. It's a very special program because all of the care that we're providing during this program is all free. So whether you have a plan or not, it's one of our longest running 20-year plus programs of charitable care.
As more certificates are awarded, the school hopes more patients will benefit from what these dentists are learning. Still to come tonight on CTV News, the dog days of summer, why people in Pooches will be attending this week's Elks game.
Programming brought to you by the Alberta Securities Commission. Visit checkfirst.ca.
Homegrown NFL star Chuba Hubbard spent the weekend in Sherwood Park helping the next generation of players. Nearly 600 kids were learning from athletes currently playing in the NFL, CFL, and the NCAA. Hubbard grew up here and played football at Bev Facey High School.
I love being with kids. I was obviously in their shoes at one point, and I remember just being around CFL guys, just any type of athlete, and how much it impacted me. So for me to come out here, bring some of my guys, some of my friends that I even grew up with, and have an impact on the community is big.
This is the program's 6th year. Football fans won't be the only ones filling Commonwealth Stadium this week as the Elks host their first ever Dog Days of Summer game. During Friday's home game, fans will be allowed to bring their dogs to the stadium. Organizers say they hope to create a fun, family-friendly environment while highlighting pet adoption.
So we're obviously always trying to connect puppies with a new home. So we have tons at the shelter available for adoption. So events like this really raise awareness for people to come in and take a look at all the animals we have.
Dogs must be on a leash, fully vaccinated, and registered with the city. Well, Josh, I hope it doesn't rain too much on Friday, or you might have that wet dog smell lingering around the Commonwealth there.
Well, there is a chance, surprise, surprise, there is a chance of some showers and thunderstorms Friday evening. We'll get to that in a second here with the 5-day forecast. Take a look outside. River Valley Skycam, blue skies over the city at 23 degrees. I think 24 is going to end up as our daytime high for today. 24 right now in Calgary and Fort McMurray. It's 22 in Grand Prairie. It's been pretty gusty across the northwest as well through the day today. It'll die down tonight. I think you're going to get some wind gusts back tomorrow. Watch the heat rolling in over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, a couple of degrees warmer than today. Wednesday, mid to high 20s. Look at this heat towards the end of the week. Thursday, Friday, into Saturday. You've got a lot of spots around the province in the north and the southeast, particularly well into the 30s, it looks like, towards the end of the week. Here in Edmonton, we'll approach 30. Friday, Saturday, and there's your string of days above average, a rarity so far this summer. Back to around average next week, though. It looks like after the weekend, the upper ridge will kind of collapse, and we'll get back into some more seasonal conditions. Showers and thunderstorms across the north. One, well, now two, but this is sort of the only one that we're looking at that's potentially producing some heavy rain there off to the north of Rocky Mountain House. It's just going to kind of stay in place, so anybody that's underneath it getting poured on. Outside of that, though, skies are pretty clear for most of the area. And here in Edmonton, we'll keep the clear skies overnight tonight. Maybe a little bit of thin cloud cover early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mainly sunny skies, pretty quiet across most of the province. And then things start to get a little active in the northern foothills through the evening. Pretty good atmosphere here for some isolated severe thunderstorms. Large hail would be the main threat off of this, as well as heavy downpours, potentially some damaging gusts. Can't rule out the chance of one or two of these storms producing another tornado, which would not be a surprise this year, given how many we've had so far. Looks like this probably passes just south of Edmonton late tomorrow night and through the overnight period. So because it's overnight, you may want to have a way to get your weather alerts and leave your phone turned on if you can through the overnight period. Does that system just miss the city, or does it roll right over top of the city? That remains to be seen, but certainly a high potential for a severe thunderstorm somewhere in the area late tomorrow night. Wednesday, it's more like an early evening event through the afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms across areas north of the Edmonton region, and then around supper time or early evening, there's a chance, most of this stays north of us, but there's a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Then it kind of clears out by late Wednesday night. 13 degrees tomorrow morning in the city. A little cooler off to the west. In the 5-degree range, Grand Prairie and Jasper, Cold Lake at 8 tomorrow morning. 26s, 27s across the northeast with some sunshine. A little cloudier, mid-20s in the northwest, 27. In Red Deer, we'll be in the 26, 27-degree range for the next couple of days here in the city. Clear skies tonight, mainly sunny through the day tomorrow. Some heat tomorrow afternoon with a high of 27, and then late tomorrow night, that chance of a storm. Could see some late-day thunderstorms Wednesday and then Friday night and Saturday night as well. After some hot afternoons, could see some more late-day storms.
All right, Josh, thank you. When we return, flourishing fruit, why farmers are calling a berry growing north of Edmonton the next superfood.
It's really cool that we have the ability to bring in intensive horticulture into a province that's never seen it before.
CTV News at 5 continues.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
While some farms are struggling with the recent wet weather, at least one just outside of Edmonton is thriving. CTV's Curtis Goodrum explains why.
This is Rosie Farms, one of Alberta's biggest Haskap berry producers.
And these have been picked through pretty good, but I'll find you guys a couple to... Yeah, these would be a little bit more tart. But...
Farm owner Andrew Rosachuk has been growing them since 2005. He was the first in Alberta, now growing 6 varieties.
But as you can see as I'm picking it, it's not the easiest one to pick.
Each variety has its own unique flavor, allowing for plenty of creativity in the kitchen.
They're so diverse for making products off of them. So the intensity of the color is like, you even look at my hands, I just touched the berries and it's turned all pink.
Rosie Farms say Haskap berries are becoming more popular as a superfood alternative to other berries.
So they're 3 times the antioxidants and 5 times the anti-inflammatories as a blueberry. Plus they're way more vitamin C than a blueberry.
Haskaps are native to cold climates like Alberta, allowing the bushes they're grown on to thrive in almost any condition.
So they're very, very hardy, so they can take zone 2. And zone 2 is like minus 45 over the winter, which is very, very rare. The best experience you can have with the Haskap is going out and picking it yourself.
The U-pick at Rosie Farms has doubled every year since it started. Now they expect 5,000 to 8,000 people to come looking for the perfect pound of Haskaps.
Well, they're sort of sweet, but they're tart. They're both. So you get a little bit of both flavors. Yeah.
And they're easy to pick.
Yeah.
For this family, berry picking has become a tradition on their daughter's birthday. They also enjoy a sweet treat.
Our favorite is probably the ice cream, but also just the tradition of berry picking. Yeah, family time.
Rosachuk hopes more farms look into growing the fruit in the prairies due to its ability to survive almost any weather.
So it's really cool that we have the ability to bring in intensive horticulture into a province that's never seen it before.
Rosie Farms is open for its U-pick throughout the summer. Curtis Goodrum, CTV News, Sturgeon County.
And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.